Welcome to NBA Quick Hits for the 9th of September. We saw the Milwaukee Bucks lose to the Miami Heat, and then we saw the Los Angeles Lakers take care of business against the Houston Rockets. I will start with the Bucks and the Heat, and one particular player that I want to talk about is Tyler Herro. Terrific Tyler. Now, he has provided such an impact off the bench, not only in today's game, but throughout this whole series. He averaged 13 points, 5.5 rebounds, 3.6 assists, and 42% was what he shot from three-point range. And now there's a particular stretch that I'll clip and put in here in today's game in the fourth quarter, where he scored or assisted on 9 points straight during a crucial period point of time where the Bucks were really fighting hard, knowing that it was an elimination game. Yet Tyler Herro kept coming up with the plays to keep the Bucks at bay. And being 20 years old, Eric Spoelstra, the head coach, he doesn't put a lot of trust in rookies very early, but to show this sort of faith in Tyler and to give him the ball in really pivotal moments, I think it's, a real testament to just Herro's ability to stay calm and cool under pressure. I mean, he was the 13th pick in the draft, and the other two 13 picks in the draft from previous years who were just as impressive very early in their career, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell. And now they've gone on to become real integral parts of their respective teams, and you expect that Tyler Herro will do the same for Miami in the years to come. And he has helped the Heat make the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2014. Now, for the flip side of that, the Milwaukee Bucks losing in the second round of the playoffs, it's brought up the main question, and that's, is Giannis going to leave? Now, he's Supermax eligible coming up in this offseason, but at 25 years old, I really expect him to sign that Supermax, not only because it's a lot of money, but I think he's a very loyal individual and he wants to give Milwaukee every chance to put a winner around him. And if you just compare Giannis' situation to two other superstars that, left their team that they were drafted for, it was Kevin Durant and Anthony Davis. Kevin Durant left OKC when he was 28. Anthony Davis left the Pelicans last year, obviously, but Anthony Davis was 26. Even though the Pelicans were never as close to winning as Milwaukee is, I still expect Giannis to stay around for at least another 2 to 3 years. And if then he still sees no improvement, it wouldn't surprise me or anyone if he then forces a trade to be put in a better situation. For the Lakers and the Houston game, playoff Rondo. Now, people were unsure of Rondo's contribution. Would he be able to give anything to the Lakers? He did injure his hand early in the season when they first got to Orlando for the bubble. But today's game was as impressive as it gets. He was 21 points, 9 assists, 3 of 5 from three-point range. Now, the crucial part here is entering the fourth quarter, it was a tied game, 82 all. Now, I'll clip it and put in some possessions of Rondo, specifically one where he hits a three, and the most important part of this to look for is there's no hesitation in his jump shot. He catches and shoots right away. And on the next possession, James Harden brings up the ball, sees Rondo, and I'm not sure if the second defender come across to double him, and Harden attempts to throw a behind the back pass, and Rondo is right there to steal it and go the other way for a layup. And that was a great summary of the night in terms of Rondo being fully locked in. His effort was through the roof, not only offensively but defensively as well, and that really contributed to the Lakers being able to pull out a big win to go up 2-1 heading into Game 4. A special shout out to Kuzma. He has, over the last two games, combined for 27 points, and the most impressive part of that is it's on 76% shooting from the field. So if you're getting those types of contributions from not only Kuzma, Rondo, you got it from Markieff Morris last game, the Lakers are going to be very hard to beat, and it puts a ton of pressure on it puts a ton of pressure on the Houston Rockets. So it'll be very intriguing to see how Houston comes back for Game 4. Now, the final bit of news, non-playoff related, is Billy Donovan is not returning to OKC. So his contract had expired. OKC are likely heading for a rebuild, and Donovan and the organization decided to not work on renewing his contract. And so I think that makes it pretty clear that Billy didn't want to go through the rebuild. He was pretty good during his time with the Thunder. He had a record of 243 wins and 157 losses, and that puts his winning percentage just under 62 for the team. And the crucial thing from this is expect him to gain interest from teams that are in the market for coaches. And it was reported by Woj and a few other sources that the early indication, for teams that might be interested in him is the Chicago Bulls and the Philadelphia 76ers. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on, not only throughout the last couple of rounds of the playoffs, but also once that ends as well, because that's when teams will really start looking to, make their additions, hire, fire, etc. for the upcoming 2020-2021 NBA season. So that's your quick hits for today.